Hello, my name is Jenna Bosiger, and I have an announcement to make in regards to this YouTube channel. So a quick history, so you can put it in context, is that I moved from the city. Okay, I started in the country, moved to the city for most of my life. Then I moved to Hemet when I got married, and that's when I got my wolf dog, Timber. And we started exploring Hemet and all around on the outskirts of Hemet. And that's how my Bigfoot research started. And so then I moved to Palm Springs. And, you know, even though I'm a little over an hour away, Hemet's just one of those places you just don't just go there. There's there's nothing there really to do. And it's far from everything, which that far from everything part is all the Bigfoot area, Bigfoot hotspot zone. And then you're surrounded, one side you got Batista Canyon, which leads into the Kauai, and it's just all connected, you know, the forest, the national forest. And the highways have bridges constantly underneath them for, not for wild animals, although it worked out for them this time, but for flooding and for water and stuff. So these areas are all interconnected, even though there's Interstate 10 separating the San Bernardino Mountains from the San Jacinto Mountains, with the closest area there being Hemet and Beaumont, Banning, these sort of places that you don't really go unless you live there. It just is like that. So the big news is that she's moving back to Hemet. So, I got ahead of myself. So I moved to Palm Springs, which is where I am now. And it's really hot a lot. 120 degrees. It's like Death Valley. I mean, I don't know what the difference is. Death Valley doesn't get that much hotter. It's maybe hotter longer though. But anyways, it's real hot. And so it's like being snowed in. And so what my outdoor on location research sort of became what you call the armchair researcher. And, you know, that gets a bad rep, but it's great to armchair research. Believe me, you can learn a lot. And so my Bigfoot research turned to learning all of a sudden about the giants and the history of the giants in the United States, which I knew nothing about. I didn't even know what a mound builder was. How can I have gotten a college degree and not know at some point what a mound builder was? Oh, the history, the pyramids, Cahokia. It was just this explosion of information and knowledge. And I came upon the mud fossil thing only because I was going out on location and taking pictures of them. Now, I'm not saying that they're mud fossils or petrified giants. Maybe they're carvings, but they're hard to deny. Let's just put it that way. And there's a lot of them. And so I think it's important we look and think about what those are and what they could be. I've even made some comparisons in stone of an actual petrified bone next to the some of the stones at Joshua Tree, and they look identical. And then, oh, okay, I'm getting sidetracked. I'll have to edit. But so moving to Palm Springs, I became an armchair researcher, and it took my research. I was no longer really going to Bigfoot hotspots because, let's be real, those places aren't, you know, easily accessible, even in the way of wanting to go there. There's just kind of this, you don't go there kind of thing, but living there, it's incredibly beautiful. Let me explain a little more about Hemet, what makes it so special. Okay, Batista Canyon, and then you have the road that leads up to Idlewild and Pine Cove and just the San Bernardino Mountains. Okay, it's like San Bernardino, Riverside County line, borderline. It's a borderline and a portal-like thing in a lot of ways. There's so many Hemet secrets. It's like a diamond covered in shit. There is that. element. Like, I'm excited to move to Hemet, but I have my reasons. And if I wasn't me, I might not be so excited. Let's be real. Okay, so that was the big announcement that I have, is that I'm moving back to Hemet. And so my research is going to take on, more of a hands-on approach again. And, I'm trying to pick out the house that I live in. I just want to live anywhere on the outside. You know what I mean? I love the riverbed. I love Batista Canyon. I love Warner Springs. I love Idlewild. Oh, what I was going to say about Hemet is that, okay, the road leading up to Idlewild, to the San Bernardino Mountains forest, you go through Hemet, and all of the mountain that is smaller that you can see, because you can see distant mountains that are higher, but then you can see big mountains that are closer and lower, but they're still really tall and shoot right up and are part of, going up to the San Bernardino forest. Thick, dark black. And it just, you feel it. And because you're right on one of the things about the San Jacinto Mountains that they're known for is that they just shoot right up out of the ground really fast and high. And we're right on the edge of that. And the riverbed is along the bottom of that. And sometimes there's water in it. Sometimes there's just this chocolate mud that is the best for footprints. And I hope I don't get hoaxed. But just saying, Hemet is, Massacre Canyon. I've been chased out of Massacre Canyon by gangsters. I've been chased by gangsters in the riverbed 2 separate times. One time, the guy had a face tattoo. So I think that also was just the way I did my Bigfoot research in the beginning. I was just it was almost just like poking a stick into a hornet's nest a little bit. I think I'm older and wiser, and it's probably going to take on a little bit of a different approach. In fact, it most definitely will, because I also need to announce Timber. She's 12, and she is officially retiring from Bigfooting. But she had a little injury of a torn ACL, and so it's going to take a while for her to heal. And we are all focusing on her recovery. She's taking the CBD oil. She's doing the not calcium, but glucosamine pills. She's doing Galliprant, and she has some pain medicine, tramadol for real bad pain. But she's on the slow road to recovery. She has had this issue before, and it took months for her to recover. And at that time, when I first went through it with her, I didn't think she was ever going to walk again. And she did, and I believe she will again. But right now, she's hobbling on 3 paws, which is very difficult, but every day she does get a little bit better, and I do recommend that CBD oil. Okay, so it's going to affect my Bigfoot research because I'm not going to go out there by myself. And so it's probably going to be even safer because now I'll probably have my husband accompany me, which he has been lately on these outings. And it's probably going to be even safer than it was with just me and Timber and me.